Hello. So I am filming this a little earlier than I planned on because I just finished a book and I still have a reading time left before I have to go do a run. So I'm not dressed or anything, but that's fine. So we are here with my next try a chapter video. Very exciting. We are doing standalones. And I think these are, in fact, all standalones because I think the last one I screwed up and it had a series in it, but it's fine. Now, that being said, I do have 5 books here. I'm not even going to read a chapter from this one. Horrid by Katrina Leno. I've already decided I'm not even going to try it. Like, originally I had kept it and said, like, oh, we'll try. No, I'm going to be a baby and I'm just going to get rid of this book. I knew when the minute it came in a book box. I don't know if this was, I think this was Fairy Loop. Maybe it was Owl Crate. Yes, it was Owl Crate. That, I couldn't read it. So, like, no, I'm too much of a baby. So really, we are deciding between 4 books. So we have Afterlove by Tanya, Byrne, Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross, which is still in the plastic, so I have to take that off. And I have enjoyed the Rebecca Ross I have read, so who knows. A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee, which is also still in the plastic. And has these pretty things. And then Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria? I don't know what order I'm going to read these in. How about I just go like biggest to smallest, I guess. I don't know. So, okay, so the first one is Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. It says, ooh, there's a little rip on there. 2 sisters divided, they burn. Ooh, this is a pretty book cover. It's yellow and it's got like a dragon, I assume. And then this is the dust jacket art, and the synopsis. Have I even ever read this? I don't think so. Danny and Eden Rivera were born to kill dragons, but that's the only thing the sisters have in common. For Danny, dragon slaying takes a back seat to everyday high school life. For Eden, slaying is her life. Yet they both agree to one thing: where dragons are concerned, it's kill or be killed. That is until Danny actually meets a dragon and ends up forging a rare and magical soul bond with him. As they grow closer, she begins to question everything she thought she knew. Suddenly, the one thing Eden and Danny always agreed on is the one thing that could tear their world apart. With Danny lost to the wrong side, Eden knows she'll have to risk everything to bring her sister back from the edge, even turning to the mysterious and alluring sorcerers for help. Now on opposite ends of an impending war, the sisters will do whatever it takes to save the other. But the two are playing with magic that is more dangerous than they can imagine. And there is another more powerful enemy waiting for them both in the shadows. Okay, I've read 1 chapter. It's okay. It's like nothing special. But I definitely think if I don't pick it, I will keep it on my shelf. Mostly, honestly, not because of the first chapter, but because of the synopsis and the fact that it's a standalone. I feel like if this was a series, I would probably be like, I don't got time for this. But as a standalone, I'm compelled. I do, in general, have to sneeze, but I feel like it's not gonna actually happen. I do like I like sister stories. I think they're interesting. So, you know, that's compelling to me. I'm curious about the dragon thing, and I like that it's set in like today's world. Also, if you saw my like shocked face, it was more of like a that's messed up face. So, Danny, it's also not told in first person, which I really appreciate. Danny was talking to her friend Tomas and said that like this girl asked for his phone number, and she says she didn't give it to her because she pronounces her name wrong, which is funny. I have a cousin named Andrea, and I mean, she's like in her 40s now, but when she was a teenager, if boys would call the house and ask for Andrea, her brother would say that she didn't live there because he was like, if they don't know how to say your name, she totally does not mind if people say Andrea, but I understand. So I'm assuming his name is Tomas. It's Tomas with an accent over the A. And she says, She didn't care about his dating life, but she wasn't above the occasional tiny abuse of power when it came to cute girls who spent 3 weeks flirting promisingly with her via late night text before revealing their actual agenda on the last day of school. Which, that's just mean. Rude. That girl, Jenna McKinney. Rude. Rude. Anyway, so yes. Definitely interesting. Like I said, more interested in the synopsis than the actual first chapter. But definitely on the list. Keeping it either way. So we'll see. Technically my alarm went off, but I kind of want to do another one. So let's do A Lesson in Vengeance. I have to cut the plastic. I stopped taking the plastic off, so it would be easier to keep the little note from the author. Oh my gosh, I took my allergy medicine today. It's getting warmer here, which is great, but like last year allergies were awful, and I just feel like if this is anything to go by, this year is gonna suck too. So here's the little note. Here is the pretty book. Oh, it has like that looks like one of those like Ouija board. Is it called like a planchette? Something like that? I don't know. This is the dust jacket. I have rolled my nose. Please hold. I will tell you, so this does have like, this art looks like tarot cards, which is fine. But like I said, this looks like a Ouija board and I'm easily spooked. So I feel like this may end up getting a pass for spookiness. So, but it is a cute cover and stuff. I feel like this did come in like an October box or something. Okay, let's see. The synopsis. Felicity Morrow is back at the Dalloway School. Perched in the Catskill Mountains, the centuries-old ivy-covered campus was home until the tragic death of her girlfriend. Now, after a year away, she returned to finish high school. She even has her old room in Godwin House, the exclusive dormitory rumored to be haunted by the spirits of five Dalloway students. Girls some say were witches. The Dalloway Five all died mysteriously, one after another, right on Godwin grounds. Witchcraft is woven into Dalloway's past. The school doesn't talk about it, but the students do. In secret rooms and shadowy corners, girls convene. But before her girlfriend died, Felicity was drawn to the dark. She's determined to leave that behind now. But it's hard when Dalloway's occult history is everywhere and when the new girl won't let her forget. It's Ellis Haley's first year at Dalloway, and she has already amassed a loyal following. A prodigy novelist at 17, Ellis is a so-called method writer. She's eccentric and brilliant, and Felicity can't shake the pull she feels to her. So when Ellis asks Felicity to help her research the Dalloway Five for her second book, Felicity can't say no. Given her history with the arcane, Felicity is the perfect resource, and when history begins to repeat itself, Felicity will have to face the darkness in Dalloway and in herself. Okay, one chapter in. It's first person, which I don't love. It's not bad, obviously. There was like moments of creepiness. All I can think is I feel like I could push myself to read this and I would probably be okay. What was that book? Like A House of Salt and Sorrow? Is that what it was called? It was like Erin A. Craig. It was like the sister something fairy tale retelling that had like creepy vibes, and I enjoy it. I think I gave it like 4 stars or something. That was years ago. That was a BookBox book, but that was definitely like it probably was too far for me, and I feel like that would be the case with this. At first I was like, well, I'm more interested in Fire with Fire, just like in conceptually. I don't think the first chapters really do anything for me at all. This, I feel like the first chapter, like if you're into like moody, creepy things, it probably would be compelling to you because there are like moments, but not for me. Like that just creeps me out and I don't enjoy it. Like I think I've talked about this before, like there's like creepy moments in the Secret Garden, and even though I know literally what those creepy things are, it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. And like Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, while one of my favorite Austens, I haven't read it in like several years, but one of my favorites is also like the pinnacle of gothic creepy I could probably handle. Also, it wasn't a little unsettling when there was like creakies in my house. My house is old, it's over 100 years old, so like it's gonna creak. It creaks all the time. Also, I have cats. But so I think at first I was like, oh, I'll just like read reviews and see like how creepy it is. But I think I'm just gonna pass and just know, like, I just know that books like this aren't for me, and that's okay. They are for somebody. I'm gonna keep the card in it because I'll probably try to sell this, and I'll include that with that. It is sad. It's a beautiful book, beautiful sprayed edges, but not for me. So yes, I'm sure this is way creepier, but no. And I'm guessing these came around like similar times in the year. They were probably fall books. So yes. Okay, so I have the next two, but I am going to stop now and go for my run. I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees out, which is nice. Considering, should I just go for it and wear capris? Because I prefer to work out in capris or shorts. But are capris going to be too cold? Are my little ankles going to be cold? Are they going to be little babies? Probably. Okay, I will come back to read the next two. Although I feel like this one, obviously, I'm assuming has a romance between two ladies. This one, our one heroine, I get the impression, likes ladies. This one, based on the cover, looks like it's between two ladies. I'm guessing this one is not, just based on previous experience, but I feel like disappointed that that was not the theme. Although, I'm not sure I have another book that would fit that, unfortunately. So, you know. But that's weird that it happened that way. So, yes. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. My phone case is too big to fit into my like tripod now, and it's too much of a pain to take it off every time, whereas like my old phone case wasn't. And yeah, but I've committed to the pop socket on this case, so we're here. I'm going to read the first chapter of these two books now. I already did take the plastic off of Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. I have liked other Rebecca Ross books, by which I mean Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I enjoy it a lot. So, yes. I had already been thinking about trying to read more books by her. There's The Dust Jacket. And then I realized I had this on my shelf already. So, that's nice. We'll see. And then this is the Naked book. It's this beautiful blue. I love blue. It's my favorite color. Like all shades of it. Oh, that's going to be a hard word. Okay. The realm of Aznor has been cursed. Every new moon, magic flows from the nearby mountain and brings nightmares to life. Only magicians who serve as territory wardens but stand between people and their worst dreams. Clementine Madigan, that's a name, is ready to follow in her father's footsteps as the warden of Hearswith, even though she yearns to study the wilder side of magic. Instead, she must record townspeople's nightmares so she and her father are prepared for the danger of the new moon. When her father's domain is challenged by two magicians, Clementine is drawn into a century-old conflict. She seeks revenge on one of the brothers who dueled with her father. But as she gets closer to the handsome young magician, secrets begin to rise. And Clementine, once keen on vengeance, must unite with her rival and face the realm's curse, which seems to be haunting her every turn. Okay, so I finished the first chapter. It was pretty short. It is first person, which I don't love, but it's fine. I am interested. I feel like this and Fire with Fire are like tied with each other. Like if it comes down to those two, I don't know. I feel like maybe I would lean this way just because I think this one is going to have a romance in it, and I'm definitely in a romancy mood and have been for a while. So I just feel like that gives this better shot than Fire with Fire because I don't know if that'll have a romance in it. So I don't know. But right now they're kind of tied. All right, now we are on to the last book. I think this was like an extra book in like an owl crate. And it is called Afterlove by Tanya. Byrne. It has these beautiful bright pink sprayed edges that I love and I think are great. Are there like parts in here? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I just saw after. Okay. So, this is just a paperback, so no dust jacket or anything. Car headlights. The last thing Ash hears in this is the snap of breaking glass as the windscreen hits her and shatters into a million pieces like stars. But she made it. She's still here. Or is she? This New Year's Eve, Ash gets an invitation from the afterlife she can't decline to join a clan of fierce girl reapers who take the souls of cities dead to await their fate. But Ash can't forget her first love, Poppy, and she will do anything to see her again, even if it means they only get a few more days together, dead or alive. Okay, so that was technically not the first chapter. I think it was more of like a prologue. It was called Love. The dedication is interesting. And I don't know what it means. And so now we're in chapter 1 and it says before. So I'm assuming this is before she dies. I'm assuming, well, I get the impression she died. This was, okay, so it's gonna sound like I should pick this book, and maybe I should, but this sounds very compelling. Like, it like gripped me. I'm very interested. I was kind of interested in the synopsis, but the writing, I feel like, gets me more into it. And I think part of it, so I get the vibe she's kind of like a Grim Reaper, but I think now we're gonna go back to the past and then see like her and her girlfriend and everything, and then she's gonna die, and then what happens after that. And one of my favorite shows, I haven't seen it in forever, but one of my favorite shows growing up was on, I think, Showtime, and it was called Dead Like Me, and it was about Grim Reapers. And so, yes, I feel like that is like kind of what attracts me to this. But I feel like the writing is really good, and I feel like this would easily suck me in, but also I feel like this is going to be a very emotional book, like a cryy book, like maybe like not like the same thing, but like kind of maybe like make me feel the same feelings as like If I Stay by Gail Forman. And so honestly, I'm not in the mood for that right now. Like, I just do not want to feel those emotions right now. So I'm definitely keeping this, and very interested in reading this now, but now is not the right time for this book, in my opinion, for me. Now I have to decide between Dreams Lie Beneath and Fire with Fire. And like I said, I think I'm leaning towards romance. That's the other thing, is like, is this going to have a happy ending? I don't know. Don't want to make those kinds of commitments to myself. So whereas like this, if it does have a romance, I'm assuming the romance will end happily. So I am leaning toward Dreams Lie Beneath, but what I'm going to do is I have a couple of things I need to do around the house. So I think I'm going to step away, do those things, maybe take a shower, and then make the decision. And I might update you tonight. I might update you in like a few days. I don't know. So also, my brother is supposed to be coming to town this week. I assume they are, because they didn't say anything. I think so. It was kind of pending. Like, they have an Airbnb booked for the week. I think they come, it's Sunday. I think they come tomorrow or Tuesday. I assume it's spring break for them. So anyways, so yes, the last time I talked to my brother and sister-in-law, they said that it was pending the New York State budget, which I looked, I feel like last week, and it said that it had not passed yet. Like, they hadn't finalized everything yet, but they're still coming. So as far as I know, so I don't know, maybe they're, so both my brother and sister-in-law have jobs that are related in some way to the New York State government. So yes, budget time is stressful time. It's also stressful time for me because Tuesday is tax day. And so, yeah, it's not as bad as a CPA. I work with somebody at my office. His wife is a CPA. And it is way worse for her, for sure, than it is for like us at our office, like as bad as it is for us. He always like jokes that he doesn't have his wife for like 3 months. And then they usually like go on vacation shortly afterwards and everything. My uncle's girlfriend used to be a CPA. It's the same thing. Like, even on the weekends, we wouldn't see her because it is just madness when that's your job. But for us, it is still very busy. Tuesday probably won't be too busy because honestly, anything that we can do from like a financial advisor perspective is like done. The only thing that somebody might need from me on Tuesday is like paying your taxes, like sending a wire or something to the IRS. And I don't think we have anybody that does that. So tomorrow is probably the cutoff for like doing anything, like if you're trying to make some sort of like IRA contribution or something like that. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, because last week was awful and I would like a break. So, but we are off on Friday, which is nice. So yes, but I'm guessing, I don't know what my brother and sister-in-law have planned. I don't know if they want to come over here one night because they're going to leave on Friday. So they're only going to be here during the week, and I obviously work and can't take off or anything. So I don't know if we'll go out to eat sometime, if I'll just like go over to their Airbnb. Fortunately, I don't have to like feel bad about missing dance to go spend time with them. That's nice. But yes, I'm sure that'll cut somewhat into my reading time this week. Hello. Okay, I have an update. I don't really have much to say. I'm like almost 40% in. I am really enjoying it. It's like really, this is Friday. I haven't read since I first started. This week was a little crazy at work. And then, like I said, my brother was coming to town. So like yesterday I was spending time with them. And then this morning I was spending time with them. And then I had to take a nap. I took a long nap. So that was nice. So I'm reading. It is like 7:30. I need to eat dinner. I also am being dramatically ignored, I feel like, by the cats. Because we went to the barn today and I held one of the barn cats for like at least 20 minutes, and he is a big boy. Like he is heavier than Oscar for sure. So he's probably like 12 pounds or something. And oh my gosh, my arms and like my shoulders hurt so much. Like my back hurt eventually because I was standing and then I started sitting down with him. But like it was seriously a workout. I didn't realize it until like 30 minutes after I had left him. Oh my gosh. Insane. But I thought I would come home and be like aggressively like attacked with affection to like reassert their dominance of smell on me, but that is not what's happening. I think I'm being ignored. So that's cool. I am enjoying this book. There's like this like level of tension to it that I think is like just perfect for me. It's making me like engage and want to read, but it's not too much. Like sometimes with Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, I feel like it was almost too much, and I was like, it's giving me like anxiety to read. Like this is just more like keeping me interested. I feel like it's very I don't know how to describe it. It's been a while since I've read them, but I feel like this makes me feel more like Margaret Rogerson's books, like her standalones that I've read. Like, I don't know, like those are like the vibes I'm kind of getting, I think. And like I want to say slow, but I feel like that's like the wrong message. Like it is like there's not a lot of like big things happening, although I feel like there was just kind of a reveal of something, but like the plot is moving forward and stuff is happening. It's just not large and dramatic. And I've talked about this before. I feel like lately, like especially in like a lot of like the romantasy world and stuff, seems like a lot of the books are just like boom, 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 and there's like no downtime. There's no like slow reveals. There's like no like gentle character development, and I just would like more of that in my content. So yes, but I am enjoying it. There's not a lot to say, I guess. I've like never heard anybody talk about this book. But I am enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying the writing. I feel like it's really easy to get into. I have already started looking for other Rebecca Ross books. I think she has like 2 other series that are out. And so I think I might try to get those from my library later. Also, can we say that Clementine, both of her parents are alive? How often does that happen? They're not together, although right now, like, they're living in the same house. But, like, they're both alive. I don't know if that'll be the case throughout the whole book, but they are alive as of right now. And I just feel like you don't see that very often. Okay. I know it looks like I haven't moved. I promise I have done things. But I am now, like, I think I just updated my Goodreads. I think I'm 68% of the way through. Part 3 is about to start. And, oh my God, what is happening? And, like, part of me wants to keep reading, but it's almost midnight. Oh my God. Like, what the... Like, am I oblivious? I started to have, like, a few guess. I'm not spoiling this. I started to have a few guesses about things, but I guess I was, like, teetering on it, but no. Also, there were some, like, romancy moments, like, little baby moments. And I am guessing this third part, because I think it's the last part, because I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but see how there's, like, darkness on the top? Those are, like, each of the chapters, but then there's, like, lines that go all the way down. Those are the parts. And so I believe this is the last one. So, like, and I am guessing this one is going to be dramatic. So much drama. I think my mouth was literally agape, like, during this scene that just happened. Like, oh my gosh. Like, what is going on? This book is criminally underrated at this point, I feel like. Why are people not talking about this book? This book is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm, like, obsessed. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's it. I really do need to just go to bed. Because it's not like I have 50 pages left, right? Like, I have, like, 150 pages left. I'm not going to be done with that in a reasonable time. So, but, oh my gosh. I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens. That's how I feel right now, is, like, unhinged. So, yes. Oh my God. Okay, should I wait and get dressed to film this? Probably. Also, can we talk about this hair? I always forget about it. I have this one eyebrow. I do need to get my eyebrows done. They're being done this week. This one hair is just, like, rogue, but I have no idea where any tweezers are. Anyways, I just finished Dreams Lie Beneath. 5 stars. 5 stars. Divine Rivals, what? Divine Rivals, trash compared to this book. Oh my God. I mean, could I use a little bit more romance? Yes, because I am who I am. But it actually is, in fact, perfection the way it is. Wonderful. Beautiful. I will say, like, because I think one of the things with Divine Rivals is the world building. This does have more world building, but it's still, like, pretty loosey-goosey. Like, you just kind of have to go with it. And I am fine with that. Like, I can't even explain to you why this book was so good. The pacing, perfect. Like, that whole last chunk was so good. Like, it was kind of go, but also not at the same time. Like, again, you have those moments to sit, to breathe, to learn. Like, you're questioning things. Like, it was just the character development, the friendships, the relationships. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was an amazing standalone. But it was an amazing standalone where also, like, there are side characters here that I could easily, like, read more books about. And I feel like sometimes that's, like, the best thing, where, like, they feel like full-fledged characters and, like, you want more from them. But you don't necessarily need it. But the author clearly knows her characters well enough. I don't know if that makes sense. I just absolutely loved and adored that book. Oh my gosh. I can't read to, like, I'm going to try to read more Rebecca Ross this year if I can squeeze it in. Clearly, she and I, we are similar. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know. I've never heard anybody talk about this book. Like, this book is beautiful and wonderful, and I loved it, and it makes me so happy. I'm so glad I read it. So glad. I have nothing else to say. I feel like I didn't give you a lot of information about this book because honestly, I feel like it's the kind of book you just have to read. Like, you just have to be a part of this. Like, I don't want to tell you about it. If nothing else comes from all of these book boxes that I spent an atrocious amount of money on, this book, worth it. Right here. This and A Sorcery for Thorns, which was like the first book box book I ever got. And I think I bought that. It wasn't even part of my subscription. I bought it afterwards because I thought it sounded good and loved it. If nothing else, those two books were worth it. 100% worth it. Loved this. Okay. I need to go eat lunch, do my hair, maybe find some tweezers. Yes. Thank you. Bye.